Okay, we'll go straight into the debate. I'm liking our guests at this point. Consulting editor of the Times of India, Dileep Padgaonkar. Sankarshan Thakur, roving editor of the Telegraph newspaper. Samir Kaul of the PDP. Dr. Samir Kaul of the PDP. Amee Yajnik of the Congress Party. Pinky Anand, member of the National Executive, an advocate in the Supreme Court, representing the BJP. With me in the studio, representing the Shiv Sena perspective, other perspective, is executive editor of the Dopahar ka Saamna, Prem Shukla. And my first question is to Devender Rana, the sharpshooting provincial president of the National Conference. Mr. Rana, I know you have been thrashed in the elections. I know that you have lost your ground. I know that you are fighting for political survival. I know, therefore, that you are in the hunt for issues. But when there has been no serious conversation on the subject, when the matter has been clarified at a press briefing, none other than Ravi Shankar Prasad did that and said, we are going to have a structured discussion later. When he played it down, people like you and Omar Abdullah seem to want an issue to clutch on to. So now you want to clutch on to 370. You want to make it an issue, though it's not an issue. Why are you doing this, Mr. Rana?
Mr. Goswami, I would not get on to the thrashing that you talked, because that is not the debate at the moment. But yes,
it's a fact.
If you say that we are making an issue out of it, sorry, we are not making an issue out of it. A policy statement has come from the union government. It affects the tenets of our relationship with the country.
What policy statement?
The bridge.
What policy statement?
It is not politics at all.
What is the policy statement? There's no policy statement.
It started from there. This has been a rhetoric of the BJP for the last 60 years. We have been fighting this rhetoric for the last 60 years. But now they are in government. And once they are in government, and if they repeat this statement, and if they say that the process, please notice, the process of scrapping Article 370 is on. If that
but
is on,
the minister clarified.
in hiding. What is
but
happening?
The minister clarified. It's a non-issue.
It has ramifications.
It's a non-issue. You want a divisive issue.
It is aggressive. And it is
the minister clarified or not?
Emotions in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Wait a minute, Mr. Goswami, you asked me a question. It is also going to create wider ramifications and connotations. It is affecting our relationship with the country. And this is very, very, very serious. This is not politics. You know, this is absolutely not politics. And if politics is being played, then it is not being played by us. Then it is being played by the BJP. No. When the Honorable Prime Minister has talked about an inclusive governance, why try this exclusive ploy on the people of Jammu and Kashmir? Why allow
what you are doing tonight? No, what you are doing tonight?
The government.
What, Mr. Rana, one second. Mr. Rana, listen. Now, Mr. Rana, listen to me.
And a statement which will damage our relationship. You will further alienate the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
You want to do that.
Or is it a political ploy of the BJP to address a larger electorate of theirs outside the state of Jammu and Kashmir? Because as it is, in Jammu and Kashmir, they have a minimal...
You want to do that. And please, Mr. Rana, I request you.
We don't want to do it.
I request you.
About
I request
if you. talk about
Mr. Rana, now, Mr. Rana, let others come in.
As a democratically elected government headed
Let's have a democratic debate.
And it is the responsibility of the National Conference and of the National Conference Chief Minister and of the National Conference government.
Let's have a democratic debate.
Jammu and Kashmir to raise this issue, because by the constitution of, by the basic constitution of the India, you cannot tamper with Article 370 unless you have our concurrence, unless you have the Constituent Assembly. You are trying to play to the gallery. You are playing to an electorate, you are playing to if I say majoritarian sentiment, you will say, why am I talking about a majoritarian sentiment? It smacks of that. They are playing a political ploy.
Now, Mr. Rana, I heard you. I heard you.
I heard you. We are only defending.
We heard you.
Relationship. We are only defending our identity.
We've heard you.
We are only defending
our autonomy. We've heard you. Mr. Rana, we've heard you.
Guaranteed to us by the Parliament of India.
We've heard you.
Challenging the Parliament
Mr. Rana, the elections are over. 1 second. By the way, just let me please moderate the debate. Sorry, I don't want to rub it into you tonight, but the elections are over and you lost. Now let's get in Samir Kaul. at this stage.
Losing
Samir
and
Kaul
winning
wanted
is
to
a part
respond.
of the
No,
game. The next round is
Mr.
there.
Rana, here
Next
others.
round we will
Here
win,
others.
inshallah, don't
Mr.
worry.
Rana, here others. I'm requesting you, hear others or they won't hear you later. Next time you speak, they'll also stop you.
I will very humbly, with all humility,
Samir
hear
Kaul.
them. But don't worry about the
Samir
next
Kaul,
one.
is this an issue?
If we lost one, we'll win the other. Don't worry.
If he can keep quiet, then I can talk.
Continue.
This is an issue which is quite, but on a light, can I on a lighter vein tell you, in this context, that Jatendra Singh Rana, who issued this off-the-cuff statement, and Devender Singh Rana, who is now opposing him, are actual brothers. So, have you heard of a political
they are
hypermarket?
brothers. So what?
This is
So
the situation of a political
does that mean
hypermarket
that our
where you
ideology
get everything
is
in
bumping each other?
under one roof.
Mr.
Now,
Goswami,
the situation,
Mr. Goswami,
the
let me also put
situation
this
here
on
is
record. He is
the
my
situation
elder
here
brother.
is very
He is
simple.
my elder brother. So does that
that
stop
this
me
is
from
sensitive.
having my own ideology? I got into politics
This is
much before he
sensitive.
got
How
does
into
that matter
politics.
that we are
brothers? This is just trumped up charges on both sides
I was in politics.
to create
I am
a
in the
controversy.
legislature for the last 7 years. I am in the
That is
legislature
why-
for the last 7 years.
That is why-
Samir Kaul, please
that-
don't tell
can
me
you
this.
just can you keep
will
quiet,
we
sir?
have a-
narrow
Can
it
you
down
keep
to
quiet,
that?
sir?
Narrow
Can
it
you
down
keep
to that.
quiet,
I'm
sir?
Gentlemen,
very sorry.
people are watching you.
Samir Kaul, I'm
Can you
very
keep
sorry.
quiet, sir?
I
Gentlemen,
pity
first
you.
of all, people
I
are
pity
one
you.
second. One minute. No, 1 minute. One
You have to keep
one
quiet
second.
for God's sake.
Mr. Rana.
Which you have allowed this to
Mr.
happen.
Goswami,
you are facilitating this to
Mr.
happen.
Goswami,
And that is why
Mr.
now
Rana.
you are raking up.
Mr.
Now does it
Goswami,
matter whether he's my brother
Mr.
or not?
Goswami,
Now, 1 second. Can
Mr.
both of you know? I want to
Goswami,
say something before I let this
continue.
continue.
Keep on talking,
please
then you
No,
talk.
you listen to me.
Mr. Goswami, does he want to
Samir
have a
Kaul, listen to
discussion
me.
or does he
Listen to
want
me
to get
before we
personalized
continue.
on this issue?
Samir Kaul, listen to me before we continue. I have one request here.
how can you listen if he doesn't stop talking?
I am asking you to listen. 1 second. We are here assembled today for a serious debate on Article 370 and whether this issue is as big as Omar Abdullah is making it out to be. Mr. Rana, your protest was registered. I don't think Samir
Well,
Kaul.
it isn't.
I don't think Samir Kaul, the central minister, Devender Rana's being brothers is the
Because-
issue. Now proceed. Complete your
I was
point.
just trying to. I was just. The point is that this is not such a serious matter because nobody on the ground takes you seriously at all. They all feel that this is election rhetoric, which is now spilling over into a phase which is governance mode,
Okay,
and there is a
so let
problem
the Article
about switching over.
370
No, Mr. Rana, I have to go to the others.
This is-
I have to go to
I
the
don't
others.
think
Listen to me.
most of the
It's,
people
no,
on the
Mr. Rana,
ground-
hold back.
Mr. Goswami,
And
Hold
most
back.
of the ground.
You see, Mr. Rana,
most of the
now.
people on the
so let
ground.
Article 370 be scrapped. Is that what PDP is saying?
Now, Mr. Rana, I'm going to request both of you.
No, of course
Don't
not.
talk about
of course
it.
not.
Don't resist.
I am.
Try to create
This
a
is only
don't try to
politics,
create
and
a
let it be
mountain
scrapped.
out of a
This is what
molehill.
PDP is saying.
You as reminded
I
today,
think he
you have
doesn't
been
know.
thrashed on the
He
ground,
has to go back
and
and
therefore
listen to
please
what
stick to your
his
brief
own
today,
honourable
and don't make
member of
unnecessary
parliament and leader of his
statements,
party,
and so shouldn't
Ms.
your
Mehbooba
chief
Mufti has
minister,
said. Probably
because
he's
it is,
got a disconnect
nobody
with his
believes
party.
you on the ground. It's all election rhetoric and nothing else. An off-the-cuff remark by a junior minister who was just shooting his mouth off. It has not been confirmed by anybody,
So are you
and there has been
defending
no
the junior minister and the
clarifications
government?
from the BJP
No, it
party
appears to me
or from the
Sankarshan
Union
and
of
Dileep
India.
Padgaonkar-
And you are latching at it.
Sankarshan
to
and Dileep
drum up an
Padgaonkar, there are others
agitation.
on the debate.
That's all there is to it.
No, there are others on the debate. Now, please remember this. You can play with fire, Mr. Rana. Don't interrupt me now and don't interrupt the others. I'm making an observation. Both your brother, and though that has nothing to do with your brother, though the Minister of State in the PMO, Jitendra Singh, and the BJP manifesto have made it clear that the party will discuss the issue with all stakeholders while remaining committed to its abrogation. So the BJP has merely repeated what it has said 1,000 and million times. It has not initiated any process.
Now
1 minute. No, Mr. Rana, hear me. No, Mr. Rana, I'm going to get the
Now
others in.
Mr. Goswami,
It has not
now the
initiated.
government has
Mr.
issued a
Rana, the
statement
truth is,
saying
the
that
truth,
process of
Mr. Rana,
scrapping the Article 370 is on.
Mr. Rana, the truth is, please don't let others come in.
Manifesto of a party
Otherwise,
going
no,
for
Mr.
elections
Truth, the
and
truth
to be
is,
coming from a
Miss-
minister of the union. It's a lot of difference, sir, and you understand the
Now,
difference. Sir.
Sankarshan,
And I don't need to explain
Sankarshan,
the
I don't
difference
think,
to you, sir.
I don't think the BJP or the government has started any process to run roughshod over Omar Abdullah or the NC's concerns.
That was the
I don't know.
statement, sir.
Sankarshan, what is your reading?
That was the statement.
Sankarshan,
And to
what
that
is your
statement,
reading,
no
Sankarshan?
clarification has come.
Sankarshan is speaking, sir.
After the statement has been delivered, sir.
Go ahead, Sankarshan.
Mr. Goswami, sir, my request to you, The statement says the process is on. Is there a clarification?
Mr. Rana,
Government on that?
Mr. Rana, I request you. Mr. Rana, just a minute. I don't think Sankarshan heard me there. Sankarshan, I don't think you're getting my audio. But Mr. Dileep Padgaonkar, has the centre done anything? Has the centre done anything for the J&K government to work itself up in the way that it's doing tonight?
Well, after the clarifications given by the concerned minister himself and by his cabinet colleague, I think we ought now to look at the entire issue from a different perspective. The fact of the matter, Arnab, is that there is absolutely no harm whatsoever to discuss with all the stakeholders Article 370. There are various views about it. We know that there are various kinds of political and constitutional complications about it. What we need to be spared of is ill-informed debate on the one hand and double-speak of the kind that we've been hearing for quite some time. I believe that we need a discussion, primarily because the history of Article 370 is packed with all kinds of issues which are not very clear. We need to clarify them. I think, for example, that it is important to get all the stakeholders at least to discuss one important issue. Has the fact that articles of the Indian Constitution and Indian laws been extended to the state since the state's accession to India? Has it been for the welfare of the people and welfare of all the people of all the regions of the state or not? I think we need clarity on this case precisely because there have been commissions which have gone into this issue. They haven't reached any kind of an understanding between them. There are 3 rulings of the Supreme Court. 2 are in favor, 1 not in favor. So we need a discussion. I see absolutely no harm. On the other hand, I believe that we need to keep in mind the very serious constitutional implications of merely going ahead and saying, let's abrogate 370. That's not how it's going to happen, because there are procedures laid down in the Constitution, even if you've got to go ahead and abrogate that article. And I'm afraid that the minister, when he first spoke, had probably not thought through these constitutional complications. Nevertheless, now that he
what
has
about the chief minister?
His position,
no, what about the chief minister? What about the chief minister, Amee, Yajnik?
The chief,
spoke rightly, Arnab.
Yes, 1 second. Yes, Sankarshan.
Arnab, all I'm trying to say is that the issue has not been raked up by anyone in Kashmir. The issue has been raked up by the person who has now become the junior minister in the Prime Minister's office, and his relationship with Mr. Devender Rana is of no consequences other than journalistically interesting to me. I mean, you know, the whole thing has come out of a statement now retracted, or now he's saying I was misquoted, by the elected MP from Udhampur, who has become you know, a not unimportant person.
It's not policy, Sankarshan. Don't hype
junior
it.
minister in the Prime Minister's office. What do you expect the Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir or the leader of the opposition party in Jammu and Kashmir to say? What do you expect them to say? They have to react to this.
No.
It is a natural political reaction.
Mr. Thakur, he is inviting sedition. He is provoking for sedition. He is saying this is the only bridge. Article 370 is the only bridge between Union of India and Kashmir. This is not fact.
Are you aware of
this is not fact. I am aware of it.
Are you aware of
how Article 370 was drafted? I can.
Only Sankarshan.
No. One minute.
I can tell you
that a myth has
people should understand the history of this country.
How it came into the Constitution. Why Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar rejected to draft it, although he was the chairman of drafting committee. I want to know from you. You are more knowledgeable than me. You have more experience, more knowledge. I'm accepting it, but please answer my one question. Why Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, who was the chairman of the drafting committee of Constitution, rejected to draft this article? Why he rejected to draft this article?
Article 370, I am now quoting.
And why Gopal Swami Iyengar was being invited and he was appointed a cabinet minister without portfolio,
now
just
you can
to
question,
draft
you can
Article
question
370.
Gopal Swami Iyengar. I know the history of those debates. In the
what was the
Constituent
reason?
Assembly,
And it was
you can question. I think it is too late to question Gopal Swami Iyengar's presence.
And now Mr.
No, it was not.
Abdullah is
One minute,
saying
hold on.
it is the only breeze. If you will abolish 370, we'll go out of the union.
One minute. Sankarshan, one second. Sankarshan, you have a right to reply, but... No, 1 second. 1 second. You have a right to reply, but...
Arnab, just give me two minutes. Just give me 2
Devender,
minutes.
Rana, calm down. Sankarshan.
I want just 2 minutes. I want to quote from a person who not only belongs to the very senior echelons of this community, but who I consider to be a legally and politically most well-read person on Kashmir, Mr. A.G. Noorani. He has written a whole book. Please understand that Article 370 is the bridge to Kashmir's accession to India. Please also understand, and this
is Noorani's view. This is not the final fact.
The Home Minister.
One minute. Just 1 minute. Pinky Anand coming into the debate. Sankarshan, hold back 1 minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. Sankarshan, hold yourself back for a minute.
Let us come to the
Sankarshan, hold yourself back. Pinky Anand is wants to counter you. Sankarshan, I'm coming to you.
You are stopped in this program.
No, Sankarshan.
I have great respect for Mr. Noorani, but it is not the last word.
Sankarshan, here Pinky, and you'll have your chance to rebut.
Neither are you. Neither are you.
Anand.
You are the editor of a Bombay journal. Neither
I'm a very small man, but he is not.
What kind of
he is
study
not
have
the
you done in
final
Jammu and
person
Kashmir?
to declare that 370 is
Nobody
the only
is the final
breeze
person, my
between
dear.
Union
We
of
are a
India and
democracy.
Kashmir.
One sec. First of all, Sankarshan, 1 minute.
No single person is
Sankarshan, I will let Pinky come in. I will come back to you, but I will reiterate.
Listen, Arnab, if you don't want a substantive discussion on this, it can't be a screening match. I'm just trying to quote some history on this.
Sankarshan, Article 370, Sankarshan, is contentious, right? And we want a substantive debate.
But
No.
But there's a lot of illiteracy roaming around about what Article 370 means. What is
so let us hear all views.
Just we are asking for open debate.
Just one.
And you are not ready for that.
Will we hear all views on the Newshour tonight?
Stop you. Who is saying not debate? Please come and debate with us, but don't do it anything.
And a public representative from Jammu is opening the discussion. And you are rejecting or threatening him.
And have a debate. Have a debate anywhere that you want to have.
Now, Mr. Rana, will you listen to all views?
Understand what Article.
Will you listen to all views, Mr. Rana? Please listen to all views.
There's a difference between Article 370 and the.
Mr. Rana, two people haven't spoken yet on this debate.
State subject law. What is Article 370? Half of the people confuse the state subject law with.
Now, watch it. Don't respond. Mr. Rana, 1 minute. I'm going. I don't want to have to keep raising my voice. I request you hear every point of view. And now as I go to Pinky Anand and Amee Yajnik, and on a lighter note, I'm happy Congress and BJP are coming last into the debate. They've had the first turn for far too long. Fact is, Article 370 are temporary provisions with respect to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. It is supposed to be a temporary provision.
I think you've stolen some of the words that I would have wanted to say.
Pinky Anand, no, go ahead.
Yes, in fact, Arnab, the main issues are twofold. First of all, Article 370 is not the only bridge between India and Kashmir. As far as Kashmir is concerned, on 27th October 47, a treaty of accession was drawn by Maharaja Hari Singh, and Kashmir became an integral part of India much before anything else happened. As far as Article 370 is concerned, it is only in the temporary provisions of the Constitution that the same has been put in. So, leading itself to a complete debate, including Gopalaswamy's debates in the Constituent Assembly, which said at this point of time it would not be appropriate, so therefore it will be a temporary stage which will continue till such stage as appropriate measures can be taken. Having said that, in any case, the Constitution of India, as far as Article 1 is concerned, the territory comprises of all of Kashmir. As far as the J&K Constitution is concerned, it does. And aside from all that, the main issue is when a statement is made by the BJP government to say, let us have have a process of discussion. The process is on, that is misconstrued as if the process of revoking Article 370 is on. So let us be very clear. The process
that was the initial
very much
statement
on,
made, Pinky
has been
Anand.
on. This statement has been confirmed by all the people that BJP has been taking this as a continuous stand. So there is nothing new about saying, let us have all the stakeholders in. Why does the people of Jammu and Kashmir, which only represented by minuscule by the NC and the PDP, coming forth to say, this is a statement, this will not happen.
No, Mr. Rana.
You wanted all
Mr. Rana, I have a request. Mr. Rana, I have a request. Mr. Rana, I have a request. I have one request. Mr. Rana, I have a sincere request. You see, the best, if you, like what you said right now was lost because you were speaking while Pinky Anand was speaking. If you only allow her to complete and then make your point, sir. Just allow her to complete. I'm sincerely requesting.
Someone wants to make a point, you don't let them make a point.